dollar coin, I think.
Dollar coin, yeah. And it wasn't too popular because it looks like a quarter. Thank you for your change. We're here with Valerie Gross, who is a director of Girl Scouts in this area for membership, and she's talking about Girl Scouts. And the phones are open. Anybody wants to call in, you know the number, 753-JACK. 753-JACK, like Jack in the Box and Jack Rabbit and Jack, a lot of Jacks, you know, you can't forget that Jack.
Mm-mm.
Okay, 753-JACK, or if you like, number 753-5225, and there you go. Everybody calls in, gets a bunch of gifts, and we are going to talk a little bit more about the Girl Scouts now. The Girl Scouts have a long history of service. Now, who are some of the famous people who've been Girl Scouts? And Susan B. Anthony we don't know about. But some of us, we must know some people.
You do, actually. Hillary Rodham Clinton.
Who's she?
Now she was, Secretary of State?
Yeah.
I shouldn't be guessing that, but I think that she was senator here in New York, so she's very well known in this area.
I got a question. I bet you can't answer it.
Probably not.
Who is the other senator who replaced her?
Gillibrand.
You do know. What's her first name?
Yeah, she got Kristen Gillibrand?
Something like that.
We actually had a Girl Scout working with Senator Gillibrand this year.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Well, nobody knows who she is, and I kept calling her. I kept calling his office. And, let me introduce you around the county anyway. Come on over to the show. They don't return my calls.
Oh.
They think I'm an old codger, you know. It's a crazy old man.
We actually are, this year, our honorary president of Girl Scouts of America is First Lady Michelle Obama. So that's,
really?
Yep. And we've also had a lot of NASA astronauts that were Girl Scouts as well.
How about that one that chased down her competition? Who's going to shoot her? Remember that?
Yes.
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen.
I'm not sure about that one. Hopefully not.
Hopefully not. Yeah, everybody gets a bum rap here. No, a lot of famous people, good people, great people have been Girl Scouts.
Yes. That's Lucille Ball, Natalie Merchant.
Okay. Do they have Girl Scouts in France?
They have them in a lot of countries. I know Australia, Canada, probably France. They're called Girl Guides over there. They're a little bit different, but they also go through leadership experience and getting badges and patches and have uniforms and trying new things.
Do they learn cooking?
They do cooking both here and over there, and we try to give them, new experiences, and some of them don't get that at home.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm a kind of a chef myself, and so is my son. And then people say, I meet men all the time say, I never cooked. I can't cook anything. Proudly, as though you shouldn't be able to cook, for God's sake.
Yeah.
Cooking is very important for everybody. All right, now if you had somebody call and say, I want to be a Girl Scout. I'd like to be a Girl Scout, lady. What do you say? What do you tell them?
Actually, we try to find out a little bit of information from them, and anyone can call our office or go online to learn more about Girl Scouting and show some interest. But what we do is we try to find out where they live, the basics of their age of their daughter, where they go to school, what days work really good, and we try to place them in an existing troop. However, some of our troops do fill up, so every year we're starting new troops.
Fill up?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a limit on troops?
We don't necessarily have a limit on how many girls are in a troop. However, we really look to the leader to see what she's comfortable with, and depending upon parent help and what their meeting space is, they may limit their troop to a certain number, usually about 15-20 girls. It allows a great amount of girls for activities and also for them to become friends, but doesn't put any overstress on the leader.
There you go. We have the phones are ringing off the hook. We have another phone call who really wants to come on, and this person is one of our famous people in Chautauqua County, I will add, and she was a Girl Scout. Good morning, caller.
Well, good morning, Valerie. Good morning, Reed. I don't know if I'm famous, maybe notorious. I hope not.
Well, since you're married to that old guy over there that everybody knows.
Oh, that young man.
It makes her say that. This is Linda Spaulding, and she has a husband who's a very elderly gentleman, but he's kind of precious. He's dear, and he runs around a little scooter and he cackles. He lives in Chautauqua, but he's a brilliant guy, and he's still he can still think,
Wonderful.
And he gets in almost free. You know what? You know how to get into Chautauqua free? Live to be 90. You get in free.
I'll remember that.
Yep. If you're 90, you get in 3. There you go.
He's got a ways to go before he gets in free.
Well, I know yours seems like a long time when you're his age, but he'll be there shortly. Believe me. So what's on your mind? Are you still doing that thing for the seniors?
Oh, yes, I am.
What do you do for seniors?
I help seniors find employment. I have the Senior AIDS Project for all of Chautauqua County and Cattaraugus County, and we have great jobs. They're part-time, and people should call me. There are some guidelines. We do have some openings. We have some funding from our stimulus package, which helped us get 17 new positions. And the whole purpose of this program is to provide stepping stone to a better job, because studies show that when people are working, they get jobs faster than when they're not working. So it's a great opportunity. They're great jobs. It helps out the community and the agencies. Also, I'd like to add that we are going to, with the help of another special grant through the stimulus funding, we're going to be providing computer training, basic computer training at community centers.
What center?
At various community centers. One is targeted in Fredonia. Nothing established for sure, but in Fredonia. Another in Jamestown, and of course another in Olean. And what's great about it is it's for basic information and experience with computers. It's like introductory. And it's a tutorial program where people get on the computer, and it's individualized. They, have the training right there with the computer. And the coaches are other seniors. So there's a coach to get the person started and to guide them through if they have any questions. And then the seniors can come back and practice. It's a great opportunity for the community.
Seniors are probably they're pretty well versed because they all do email with their children. You know that? A lot of us do.
Well, did you know that the fastest rising population for computer training
2-year-olds
are people 60 years of age and over?
Yeah,
seniors.
well, somehow or the other I broke into it at the inception. But I'll tell you, it's really fascinating to be able to use a computer. I don't know. I hear people say, I don't have a computer. And I wonder what's wrong with them. They got a screw loose or something. I pay all my bills. You can pay your bills on the computer now?
Yes.
And if you're real smart, you get a credit card, and you have those that'll go on the credit card, have them pay that because you get 1.5% back if you do it right. Cash over the barrel head every month, lots of $50 checks coming. You can't beat it. And secondly, in some cases, in other cases, it's real simple as hell. You just call your bank. Most banks have what they call bill pay. And it's free. KeyBank does. I use it. And what you do is you program in, you write in the address and the name and so forth of the person you want to pay, and then you put in the amount, and that's it. They will write up a check, write up an envelope, put the address on it, stamp the envelope, and send it to them. You don't have to do anything else. And then next time you go in, you don't have to put anything in. Your program's already there. Just put the amount in, press the button. Can you beat that?
Well, computers are wonderful. They're much easier than typewriters.
When they are typewriters too, that's the greatest thing of all.
Well, but I mean,
have you seen a new typewriter recently?
Well, what's so much nicer about a computer is if you make an error, you just press a delete button.
That's right.
If you remember years ago, if you had typed it,
oh, what a pain!
What a mess that was.
Oh, the pain, the tape you had to use, and all the other. Oh, jeez, what a pain that was. I remember the old-fashioned typewriters. Of course, the word processor. That's the way to go today. You use one, don't you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, well, thank you for that, Linda. Now, have you caught your muskie yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, my God.
But I wanted to mention to Valerie that I've been a long supporter of the Girl Scouts. Well, and I always buy Girl Scout cookies every year to support them, and the cookies are wonderful.
Thank you very much. I have to say I like them, too.
I do, too.
And I appreciate all your support. We have a great community base down here, and it's wonderful.
Well, Linda's very active in our community, as well as is her husband. He's a big lion.
That's awesome. It's just, I moved here about a year ago to work with the Girl Scouts, and it amazes me how open the community is here and how helping and just sincere.
That isn't that dog Squirty or anything. He died, didn't he?
The dog?
Yeah, Squirty.
Yeah, that was Dickens. We have 2 dogs.
You have 2 dogs? Puppies. Who do you have?
Yes. They're 2 poodles. They're 9 months old. That was Dickens you just heard. He's apricot. And the other one is Toulouse. He's black.
How about that? Is your old man there? Is that old guy?
He's not here right now.
Oh, he's out tootling around. In his little wheelchair?
I think he's trying to catch a muskellunge.
You know the funny thing about muskellunge?